Alright, so it looks like she's on a pretty nice clutch for our first time. As you can see. Bloods are pretty well behaved when they're on eggs, but this girl's always had a good temperament as well. So let's see how many she dropped. This one's about to roll. We'll put that one right there. Yeah, without. I got him. Alright, so let's count how many we got. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now let's turn off the light so we can candle them. Alright, so we'll start with this one over here. That one's good. You can see all the veins in there. Good, good. This one's good. The veins are more over here. Good, 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 good. Same thing, good. The veins are towards the bottom of that one. That one's good, good, and good. Turn the light on. Alright, so we got 12 good eggs. I'm gonna set these up, but y'all already know, keep watching. We're gonna show these babies out eggs. Alright, so our first clutch is hatching. You see a few have already pipped. So let's start with this one. So I think we just have a matrix there. Let's see what we got here. Looks like another matrix. Got in here. All right, so I can see that looks like a phantom, which would be a Druid Goldeneye. We have to wait for it to come out. So our first Druid combo. Got there. All right, so this looks, I'm gonna say probably Ivory Batik, maybe. Not 100% sure. It might be a White Lightning. Alright, we got either, that might be a Turok, so that might be a Batik Matrix Druid. Alright, so the last egg for this box. And we have, yeah, so we have another phantom there. This one is definitely phantom. Druid Goldeneye. Alright, so now this box we hit some of the stuff we really wanted to hit. So right off the bat, you can see that head. That's just insane. That is definitely a druid. I'm gonna say that's a druid golden eye. Ivory part, probably. It's very light. Very, very light in coloration. Oh, wait, actually, let's see. Alright, so I think this one is gonna be a Pixel Druid Matrix. Or basically a Druid GoldenEye Batik Matrix. So a 4-gene animal is definitely heavily patterned like a pixel. It's a lot lighter than the Druid pixels I usually produce, which I call Nemesis. So I'm guessing this one might have Matrix in there. Let's see this one right here. Let's see what we got. Alright, so you see, yeah, there we go. Now this'll give you a better comparison. Alright, so damn, the head on that thing is crazy light though. This one will probably be the Nemesis, which is basically a Druid Pixel or a Druid GoldenEye Batik. I mean, it's really tough to tell right now. This one's pattern is a little heavier. It's got darker on the spine versus this one's a lot lighter. So that's why I'm thinking this one right here has Matrix in it. But man, look at all the spots on that thing. That's insane. Let's see this one. What a motherfucker. Alright. Alright, so I think I got a 007 in there. Yeah. This egg is also pipped. Yeah, this is a phantom. I can already see. Pretty sure this is a phantom. There we go. So Druid GoldenEye. And remember, all of these are going to be 100% het for T plus albino. Possible het for T plus albino. Really nice. Alright, so the last two eggs. This looks like another Druid combo. Yeah, so another Druid Pixel type animal. Darker head on that. And then for the last one, alright, so looks like a regular Matrix. I'm surprised I don't see no ivories in here, but really looking forward to seeing these two come out the egg. Alright, so all the babies out, and this is gonna be a really killer clutch. I'm gonna start with this first one. I think it's a normal. It does have a dark pink tongue, but I'm seeing a black tip on it. So I don't think it's a matrix. All these babies came out really nice and healthy. No issues at all. Fully absorbed yolks. So that's the first one. Pretty sure it's a normal, but could possibly be matrix at this point. But yeah, I'm pretty sure this one's a normal. So we're gonna leave that one right there. Alright, so here's gonna be the next one. This one is definitely a normal. The tongue on it's dark purple. Not sure if that's gonna be picking it up or not, but alright, so here's the third one. Another normal, could possibly be matrix, not 100% sure. Doesn't have the really light, solid pink tongue I want to see on them. Although it does have a pink tongue with a black tip. Alright, so with these three, I'm going to put these away and then get the next few out. Alright, so from here on out, it's going to get a little more complicated with some of these animals. Starting with this one. I think this one might be an ivory golden eye. Or I don't think it's a matrix golden eye, which would be just a 007. But it's really patterned up across the dorsal pattern, which is weird. Usually if it had batik in it, it would be spotted throughout the whole sides of the body. Not quite like this, so I don't know if it does have batik. It might have batik and it's just acting weird the way it looks. Typically not what I would see from an ivory golden eye batik. But definitely the matrix is in there because it does have that solid pink tongue. So the ivory is the super matrix. You can see there's no black on that tongue. Really, really crazy looking animal though. Alright, so just to give you a comparison, here's an ivory golden eye batik. If you look at the face, you can see pixelated face. Look, all the black pixelation all throughout. That's definitely an ivory golden eye batik. But I believe this combo is called a fallout. So it's ivory golden batik. And like I said, it looks completely different than this one. There we have, I believe, possibly the first produced Druid Batik. Now, I have produced this combo in a visual T plus albino. And the T plus albino Druid Batik I produced looks different than this, even though the color is a lot different. The pattern on that animal was a lot different as well. So, like I said, this, I don't know if there's another gene going on in this clutch. And that's why the other snake looks so weird. But this definitely doesn't look what I would think of a Druid Batik. Although it just could be just a different example. Blood pythons are very variable, especially the mutations. So it could just be a simple Druid Batik. But that head almost looks purple. Really nice what the Druid gene does. Alright, so here we have a Phantom. This is a Druid Golden Eye. Let's see if you can see that face. So that's a Druid Golden Eye. Now again, it's gonna get a little complicated with the next animal. So that's a regular Phantom. There's no pink tongue, so I know it's not a Spectre, which would be a Druid Golden Eye Matrix or Druid 007. Now this animal throws a real big wrench into this project as well. Another one. This is another phantom, but if you look at the dorsal pattern on it, it's really different looking. I've produced maybe close to a dozen of these combos already, the phantoms. And this one is the first one to ever look like this. To me, it has a very similar look to the Sunder Golden Eyes. The Sunder's another gene out there that's fairly new. But you can see some striping here. And then it's like the dorsal stripe is very wacky looking in comparison to this one, which is a lot cleaner. Also a lot more, I guess, coloration on it, which is something the Sunder gene does. Brings in some saturation. I do have a Sunder clutch from a Druid coming up, pairing that I'll be able, once they hatch, I'll be able to compare to this animal to see. But if that is the case, then Mom, who's the 007 to this clutch, T-Neck 007, maybe she has Sunder or something else. Because like I said, so far that is definitely 1, 2, possibly 3 babies with very weird looks that I wasn't expecting in this clutch. And then again, this one doesn't have no pink tongue as well, so there isn't no Matrix. And Matrix are a lot cleaner. They're clean. Matrix Goldeneye Druids are a lot cleaner than the Phantoms. But if you look at that versus both of them right now, the difference is just crazy. It really reminds me of the Sunder Golden Eyes, just with the Druid in there. All right, so now we're gonna get to another kind of world's first. I believe this one here is going to be a Druid Goldeneye Matrix Batik. So I'm thinking all 4 genes are in here. The head to me is way too light for it to just be a Nemesis, which would be a Druid Goldeneye Batik or Druid Pixel. So I think the Matrix is added in here. The coloration too is a lot lighter than I'm used to seeing in the Nemesis combos. So I think that's what that is. Alright, so here's another one that has me a little confused. That pattern on the top is really heavy. Again, I think this one too is gonna be a Druid Goldeneye Matrix Batik. Possibly it might have whatever's making that other Phantom look the way it is. Do all of this pattern on the top. It does have a really light head. I mean, the tongue is dark pink, so it's possible it could be, let me see that tongue again. Could just be a Nemesis, a Goldeneye Druid Batik. But you see the difference between that one and this one. Very odd combo. Very odd look to this animal. Nothing like any of the Nemesises I produced before, so. Maybe it's possible it's a Druid Nemesis with something else on top of it, other than Matrix. Alright, so we're gonna get to the holy grail of this clutch, which is gonna be this animal right here. Let me see if I could get if I could get him to stay still.
He moves a lot.
Yeah. I believe this animal right here is a Druid Ivory Goldeneye Batik. So it's a Druid Super Matrix Goldeneye Batik. Or Druid Fallout. So I showed you the Fallout earlier. And then this is what it would be with the Druid. You can see how light that head is. Light pink tongue. It's definitely an ivory. Definitely Batik before that black in there. If you zoom in, You see all that black pixelation. Definitely GoldenEye. GoldenEye gives it that unique face look to it. And then the Druid gives them this weird coloration. So I'm thinking with this combo, I'm gonna name this the Apocalypse Blood Python. And then just to compare for y'all, we'll put the Fallout from earlier next to it so you can see. You see them both next to each other. Pretty wild, right? What the Druid does to these animals. I mean, the Druid even brought in more black pixelation on the sides. So on top of it being kind of like a fire gene, where it lightens and brightens other colors, it adds a little more pattern as well. But yeah, I think Apocalypse is a pretty good name to go with the theme. Fallout, Apocalypse, kind of end of days theme. But man, I can't wait to see what this thing matures and looks like as an adult. It's definitely not going nowhere, this one. Let's see. Both of them again. There you go. Pretty wild. Alright, so we have one final animal, and this is going to be the bonus animal, because I absolutely have no idea why this animal looks like this. I can tell you for sure, I'm pretty sure all y'all could tell already that there is Druid in there. GoldenEye for sure with the face. Not sure, I don't think there's Matrix in there. Definitely no Batik in there. So it does look like another really odd looking Phantom. Even more odd than the other one. Not sure why it looks like this. This thing is like really insane looking. Don't think it has a light pink tongue either, so it wouldn't have Matrix in there. Let me see if we can get it to move a little bit. I mean, the tongue's pink, but it's like dark and then a black tip, so I don't really think Matrix is in here at all. But wait, it looks even lighter now, right? There's like a black line in between the tongue. But yeah, I don't know what's going on with some of the animals in this clutch. This thing is just really, really different. So yeah, I'm really happy with the way this clutch turned out. But it's also a little bit stressful because now I think I'm gonna have to hold back like half of the clutch just to figure out what else is going on. Couldn't just be a straightforward clutch. But what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna show you a video of the entire clutch together. Y'all already know what it is. Hate, comment, subscribe. Till next time. Later.